Good morning. Today I'll start the topic gun barrel. We already started the topic on oil treating system. Okay, when we are treating oil, actually we are trying to remove water from oil. Okay, and oil water if creating stable emulsion because of certain chemical or certain reason, let's say very small particles are there, certain chemical present. So in that case, oil and water separation will be very difficult. So in that, what uh, people will be doing, they will be using some mechanical arrangement so that separation can be quicker, or they will be using heating mechanism or electrical mechanism. So different way people will try to separate oil and water emulsion. In some cases they will be giving longer time, so that oil particle will be separating from water, water particles will be separating from oil. And in this today's lecture is gun barrel. Gun barrel actually, when you are trying to get oil with minimum amount of water. Okay, so in that case you have a big tank, there you give lots of longer settling time. In previous case 2 phases 3 phase separation system, you have given separation time 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, half an hour, but in this case you can give settlement time like 12 hours, 24 hours, a longer settlement time we are allowing. So in that case your separation will be slower. So in that case low flow rate option, low pressure option, in that case you can use gun barrel. Gun barrel has certain limitation. Gun barrel means one separating tank, actually low pressure system. Older system they will be using gun barrel, and if you are having multiple well bore and little bit warmer temperature, that area gun barrel can be used. So normally gun barrel will be used for older fields. Okay, because newer development is that heater treater. Okay, so older system is gun barrel where heat is not being used. So if you have warmer weather, so in that case you are not using heat already and you can use gun barrel. Okay, so warm weather, if you are using gun barrel in the colder region, let's say Arctic region, so in that case what happens, because of low temperature already whole system is cooled down and you want to increase temperature, so you have to give lots of fuel, so fuel cost will be higher. So in that case gun barrel will not be maybe efficient or economical. So in that case you can use normally heater treater or closed system, compact system. Offshore application normally you would not use. Okay, so this will be like onshore application. Okay, because it needs larger footprint. So when you are using larger footprint, offshore application, for example, you are using some offshore production systems, so their space may not be so much available. Okay, so in that case and you do not allow oil to be staying for longer period of time, so that way you try to avoid gun barrel on offshore location. For onshore location or land wells, gun barrel can be used. And again single oil well bore, multi well bore, if you have multiple well bore, so in that case gun barrel will be good, but single well bore people are using these days heater treater, so it will be compact system and small heater treater you can use, and you can separate oil and water, actually water from oil. Okay, so gun barrel you are using for onshore location, offshore no. Okay, offshore almost no. And single well bore, in that case you are using normally heater treater. Okay, so multiple well bore is there, multiple well bore, in that case you can use gun barrel. I am using GB for gun barrel, so short form, and it's called atmospheric vessel. This different names are there, atmospheric vessel, atmospheric vessel. Sometimes you say wash tank. Why wash tank term? Wash tank, TANK. Why are you using wash tank the term? Actually you are washing oil using water, so that's why they are using the term wash tank. Okay, and pressure is low, so that's why they are saying atmospheric vessel. So before putting into your tank battery storage device, you are putting into gun barrel, you are reducing water content, then you are putting there. And how much water should be there? Like BSW, basic sedimentation water content, that requirement will be there normally 0.5%, but if many countries or many field or many company they are having their own definition of how much percentage will be there, then that is okay. Otherwise normally 0.5% BSW maximum will be okay for your separation systems. Okay, so your gun barrel will be assuring that okay you are giving that much of BSW for your system. Okay. So gunbarrel is actually settling tank. This is settling tank. Okay. Normally it is gravity based settling. So normally you are not using any centrifugal pump or other pumping mechanism or pumping system to give more energy. Okay. So this is settling tank. Okay. Normally gravity based. Okay. Brine or and oil, brine or water plus salt content, whatever is there, you are separating oil and water. Okay. And if there is any sand content is there, so at the bottom it will be deposited slowly. Normally the gun barrel will not have any heating element, but there are some cases where heating element also used inside system, like one fire tube you are using or inlet heater. Before putting into gun barrel, you are increasing temperature of inlet fluid using some other tank, then you are giving that fluid into your gun barrel. So that viscosity you are changing. When you are heating, actually you are changing viscosity. Okay, basically viscosity changing. Let's say some oil is having API 10, okay, API degree 10 degree. So in that case, it is almost equal viscosity will be with water density. Okay, so the separation is very difficult. So in that case, you increase temperature, change density viscosity of oil. Water density viscosity changing is very difficult, right? So when you are changing oil viscosity, so oil and density, so oil will be trying to be settling quickly, okay, and water viscosity is not changing. So whether you are changing temperature or not, water it is not much effective, but for oil temperature is very much effective. Okay. But normally gun barrel will not have any heating element, but if required you can give. Okay, so this content of the topic, whatever I am covering, actually normally I have taken basically from this book, Emulsion Oil Treating Equipment, Morris Institute, Kenalon. So there are other volume surface production system operation, volume 1 I am using for other lectures. For this gun barrel I am basically using this book. Okay. And some other extra material also you can get from Sulzer, this website, and this bill ball separation oil fill operation, that he has one article, you can go through this. Kimbre, the company, they have lots of videos and text document, so you can go through it related to separation, surface production systems, videos there, text there, so lots of good pictures will also be there, so you can go through their website. Okay. If I take any other document or material to prepare this lecture, I will give accordingly on the slides. Okay. So one typical gun barrel first you see. Okay. Gun barrel actually 1860 is more than 150 years. 1960, yeah, more than 150 years before people develop this gun barrel system. Like it's just a storage tank, store for longer period, and you separate. Okay. So gun barrel shape will be like this. Okay, you can draw in exam. Sometime I give, I ask you to draw gun barrel and show fluid direction, fluid, and give name of different sections, show arrow mark how the fluid is flowing from which point to which point. Okay, those things many time I ask in exam. So please practice on the different systems drawing and show different systems. Okay, so there will be one gas boot, and there will be one pipe like this. Okay, and this is gas. I am writing G for gas, O for oil, and W for water. Okay, and downcomer in 3-phase separator, I have shown downcomer will be inside. So it is possible also that your system will have downcomer inside and you are spreading. Okay, this is spreader, or this is also a downcomer. Okay, so if you want to work in the oil field surface production system, so different company will have different combination of downcomer inside, some outside, but basic philosophy will be same, but the company will be varying their design because of they want to keep their own IP, intellectual property, or they don't want to overlap with other companies' intellectual property. So that's why they will try to differentiate. Sometimes they will have some basic extra features some extra benefit for certain different type of arrangement. So, the company will be explaining, but basic arrangement will be like this: 3-phase gas, oil, water. It will not be like this: water will be on top, gas will be the bottom, okay, because of density difference. So, downcomer is there, this is spreader actually, okay, and you are giving this fluid in water zone. So that water washing possible. So, whenever oil will be moving up, oil particle moving up and it is creating oil layer, okay. So, oil particles will be washed by water, okay. When water particle will be creating bigger bubbles and they will be staying there, and small oil particle they will be washed and it will be moving up slowly, okay. And you are creating one layer oil, and there may be some emulsification zone will be there, emulsion zone, okay. And this is gas. So, gas you can take from out top, definitely this is lighter weight. So, you have to take from top, and water you have to take from bottom somewhere, okay. Water out, and oil, oil out, okay. And this is gas boot, okay. Sometimes this gas boot will be outside, sometimes they will be putting inside based on their own definition of the different definition of different companies. Settling time. So, settling time in gun barrel you have to give sufficient amount of time so that oil particle will be moving up, water particle will be settling there, okay. So, settle time, the criteria is that the control point of gun barrel is at interface between oil and water, okay. So, gas, oil, water. So, this is the control point, how much increasing or decreasing this level you are doing, okay. Let us say this is H water, H oil, and this remaining area gas, okay. So, this controlling point is that how much amount of the HW is there. If HW is very high, then oil will get very lower amount of space. Lower space means your retention time should be lower, okay, because oil will not be staying for longer time, its space is very low, okay. The location of the interface will fix the settling time. If interface is at higher level, interface or HW is at higher level, then oil settling time is lower, because oil is getting very lower space. Let us say total HW plus HO fix, okay. Now, water space you are giving more, so oil space is lower. So, when oil space lower, that means oil will get less time, retention time is lower for oil, okay. But opposite will also happen, if oil total amount of oil is higher, then retention time also is higher, okay. Water time will be lower in that case, fine. If HW high, then oil retention time DRO low, right, and water TRW high, right, for fixed amount of volume of oil plus water, right. HW low, then it will be opposite, just water water low, and oil oil high, okay. Now, interface level should be set that the basic sedimentation and water BSW, BS and W they say, okay, it should be like 0.5%, okay. Basic sedimentation water, that content company or like say refinery they will be specifying. If they are not specifying, then assume that less than 0.5% can be allowed, okay. If they are specifying how much they need, then you have to follow that rule, otherwise your buyer will not buy, okay. Interface level, okay. Now, interface level is controlled using a water leg. So, there will be one water leg actually, normally water leg will be there. So, because inside separator controlling everything is difficult, so there will be one water leg. So, water level will be rising up here, okay. Then from here you can create wear and you take water out, okay. Oil you are taking from oil out, and water you are taking out from here actually. Water is going this, and you are maintaining on wear, and water will be going out, okay. So, one water level will be there outside. So, using that one you are controlling water level, or water level you are controlling means interface level you are changing. When interface level you are changing means you are changing retention time actually, how much time you are allowing. Okay. Okay. Normally this gun barrel will have like, from well bore you are getting one separator, then again another separator, maybe vertical, maybe horizontal, then almost before the settling storage tank battery gun barrel. Okay, there may be some another arrangement called desalting arrangement, then your tank battery or maybe offshore case FPSO or other mechanism we can use to transfer oil from the separator systems. Okay. So, normally it will be low pressure system, high pressure system will be 2 phase, 3 phase, those are high pressure system, 3 phase also lower pressure system, but when you are reaching to gun barrel pressure is very low. Okay. It is almost atmospheric pressure. Okay. Tank battery also will have at atmospheric pressure. Okay. Tank battery means several tanks will be there just storing oil before you sending to your customer or refineries. Okay. So, we will discuss later how this tank battery will be working, okay, or the safety requirement, other thing, will not now, but later some lectures will be there for tank battery and storage systems. Okay, some more information regarding gun barrel. Okay, regarding it is a vertical flow rate will be very low. It is called atmospheric vessel, and oil and water gas separation is done inside using gun barrel. Okay. Vertical large installation, warm weather condition you are using. Okay. For colder weather condition normally you are not using because it will be requiring very high amount of heat. Okay. Gun barrel are still used for older fields or very large installation. For single well bore, in that case you are using normally heater treater. Okay. Vertical heater treater, a newer invention actually, those are little bit lower expensive, so people are using. Okay. Previously it was expensive, now gradually because of technological development it has become cheaper, so people are using more and more this vertical heater treater. Okay. Okay. So, we will go to one calculation thing. Settling time, it will be 12 to 24 hours normally. Okay. Settling time. The thumb rule, it may be lower, more or low, higher also possible. Why thumb rule you should remember, actually when I was working in the industry, so many time company will be supplying you data for calculation purpose, but many time you have to assume. Okay. So, assume is initially when you are guessing, so that guess will be little bit practical. So, let us say you do not have any idea how much settling time. So, take within 12 and 24 some data, start calculating, reiterate and go back to basic calculation, again do this. Okay. If you do not have idea, let us say 3 minutes some separation you have seen, and if you start with 3 minutes and you need 24 hours, there will be too many iterations. So, your calculation will be, your life will be difficult. Okay. So, you should have certain idea, okay, this much of big system can be possible, this much of time will be possible. So, that thumb rule you should remember, that many time your calculation after finally when you do calculation, it may be 10 hours or 30 hours. Okay. But if you start let us say 15 hours, then you are nearby, but if you are starting with 3 minutes, you are not nearby. Okay. So, that is why this thumb rule also you should know what is the roughly how much it will be. Many time in interview also we ask a student, okay, you are doing the calculation, what will be roughly value of Darcy, of porosity, of permeability, or maybe like say gun barrel settling time, or two phase separator one settling time, rough value. If you say 24 hours, then I will say okay, you do not have any idea, right. And gun barrel also if you say 3 minutes, again it is impractical. So, you should remember rough thumb rules if possible, especially for interview purpose. They can ask, can you guess what will be the values? Okay. So, in that case you should give almost nearer values. Okay. This is also approximated. So, thumb rule means like approximated values, like people are commonly using. Okay. Most gun barrels are not heated, though heating possible.